I like this Tyson chicken, rotisserie chicken breast strips from Costco. Put it in the oven. I just do, it's supposed to be 450, but I don't need it hot. I just need it warmed up because I'm going to cook it in with the eggs. Crack some eggs. That's 14 eggs, just because that's what I had left in that flat of eggs. And now we're going to mix them up. Throw in some salt. I don't know how much, whatever. I'm going to try some onion powder. I love onions. I tried just cutting fresh onions and putting them in, and I didn't like it. But who knows? This is the good part. You get to just decide whatever you like in your eggs. I also like a little bit of smoked paprika. Not a ton because it's pretty strong, but yum. A little Tabasco never hurt anyone. And mix that all up. Costco cheddar jack. Just add some cheese. You'll know you've added enough when you decide to stop adding more. I never know how much to add, so it's probably different every time. Well, I know it's different every time. It looks kind of runny. I'll add a little more. See, I'm adding big handfuls, so plenty of cheese, whatever. You can have as much cheese as you want on keto, so might as well. I'll go a little more. I can always add a little more later after the chicken's in. Once it's warm, basically just not frozen, that's all that matters. Pull it out and start cutting it up. So I cube them pretty small, about like that. Hard to do one-handed while I film, but there you go. So now we're going to put all the chicken in with the eggs. So I have all the chicken in there. So mix it up. Here's where we would find out if we need to add more chicken or cheese or egg. That looks pretty good to me. All right, we're going to spray some canola oil just so it doesn't stick. Then we pour this in here. Okay, scrape the bowl and then just spread this out so that the egg and chicken and cheese are as uniform as you can get them. I cook it on about 200 or so. I don't know. Just so it cooks slowly and doesn't burn or get crunchy any on the bottom. So we'll let that sit for quite a while and just keep checking it. All right, it's been 20 minutes or so. It's looking pretty good. Get this. Yeah, it's about there. There's still a little moisture. I like to wait till it kind of dries out a little more. Yeah, there's still some moisture in there. So I'll let it dry out a little bit more and then we'll come back. But it looks basically done. I'll leave the lid off and let that moisture evaporate. Then we'll go on to the next step. All right, so it's good. And now we have to just cut it into little strips that will go into the burritos. Makes it easy. Those are not equal, but it doesn't matter. All right, here's the key. Mission Carb Balance tortillas, 4 grams net carbs, high fiber. That's why there's only 4 net carbs. So we get those and we lay them out. All right. So then we just get these out. These tortillas aren't all the same size, so the different sizes of egg things are okay so that you can find the ones that fit. And then you just roll them up. One. Two. Three. So there we are, 24 burritos, and now we will grill them. So, cooking spray again. So it is hot now, so let's start putting these on. And then we're going to butter the top of these. Now you can hear them starting to sizzle, so let's check them out. So, not bad. Give them just a second longer. Then I'll turn them all over. And now we'll butter this side. That is just about it. So get a little bit more on that butter. Some of these need a little longer. Anyway, once they're done, I will take them off and I'll finish the few that I couldn't fit on. So here they are. I let them cool off on the rack. Those are still cooking, but I let them cool off on the rack, and then we will wrap them up and put them in the fridge. Although right now I'm going to have one. So here's one I'm eating right now. There's the egg, chicken, and cheese inside. Tasty. So these are all cool now. So now we're going to wrap them. Get a bunch of sheets about that size. So some of them I wrap individually. For a grab and go single. Some of them I wrap 2 together. For a full meal on the go. It'll take me a little bit of time to go through all of these. So I take one of my used bags of tortillas, and I will fill it with these guys. Probably good. And then that goes in the freezer. Take the other bag and put the rest in there. And just store that in the fridge, and it keeps them all together, and it's great for when I go on the road for work. I just grab a couple of these out of there, and I actually just put them on the floor of the truck with the heat on the floor. Open it up and let the hot air hit it so that it's not soggy or anything. Warms them up. There you have it. So then when it's time to eat one, then it's been in the fridge, I take them out, I put them just on the rack in the oven at like 160 degrees, turn it on for about 10 minutes, and then it comes out hot and crispy instead of chewy and soggy out of the microwave. And that is it. When I'm hungry and I want one of these have been in the fridge, so I just get it out, turn on the oven, about 160, 165 or so, set it right on the rack, and after a few minutes it's done, and it's hot and it's crisp. And it's hot, but it's so good. That's all.